My name's Ante Kelic. I had a liver transplant in 2015 due to a condition called primary sclerosing cholangitis, and after 17 years of having that condition, I needed a transplant. At the start, it felt like I actually didn't need a transplant, but then eventually as time goes on, I think the doctors know when you get into a stage where it kind of gets a little bit critical, and I started to feel lethargic. I had a lot of swelling. So after 3 months of being on the transplant list, I had a call. There was possibly an organ donation that might be suitable for me. About 10 minutes prior to having to go in, we were told that it wasn't going to proceed. Having then that call and then having to wait longer, I think from our perspective, there's a bit more complexity in it, in that Kaya was pregnant with our daughter. And so I knew with my health deteriorating and the date of the arrival for our daughter approaching, that I wanted to be there. I wanted to be healthy, and I wanted to be obviously a dad for the first time, which we've been trying for a long time. And so I think the mental aspect of it and the waiting was probably the hardest component. I think I was in hospital for 19 days after that, just recovering and making sure that my immune system was strong enough to go home. And shortly after, obviously getting home, I think just being active, starting with walking, and just a slow process to recovery. It took me about 3 to 6 months to the point where I could get back into playing football again, which is obviously something that I've done all my life and allowed me to be with friends and have some level of fitness after having undertaken a major surgery. So it was really good to have that community of support around me, but also I think in general the soccer community, all my friends and previous players I've played with and coaches who had heard obviously of my health issues and battles in the past, were always checking in and offering support. And yeah, it's been really, really comforting to know that you've got a community behind your back. Last year we, as a family, decided that we wanted to kind of slow down and have a slower pace of life, and a life, I guess, which as youngsters probably we were afforded, in that spending most of the time outside. So we've recently made a move down to the surf coast, just enable us to obviously give the kids a lot more freedoms than you probably would have in central Melbourne. It's hard to put into words what I'd like to say to them, but I guess from my perspective, just to let them know that what they have done, obviously for myself, has allowed me to experience now 8 extra years of life, seeing 2 children being born, just experience life for the beauty it is, and to appreciate the simple things. If and when the time approaches that you're able to offer that gift to somebody else, you can jump online to the Donate Life website. It takes no more than 20 or 30 seconds, and a really easy way to get on the organ donation list.